Hey, good morning, bro. Why you waste your time typing? You can learn a lot more skills, kiddo. Yeah. Actually, if you want to increase your grip strength and your wrist endurance, wrist stability, check out my playlist. I have some free content. I'm sorry you're stuck in the rat race, but there's more to life than a 9 to 5, kiddo. Such as owning a business. And night shifts exist. I love the ignorance though. Good morning, Anthony. Actually, you raised a very good question about 2 days ago about conditioning different parts of your body at the same time. And I told you you can condition the hands, the forearms and elbows and shins all at the same time. But the only difference is for the hands are much more delicate. Ligaments, okay, capillaries, blood vessels, tendons, small bones. So that's why you have to take care and use something like rice or beans in the very beginning. But for example, for your elbows, for your forearms, shins, you can start with wood right away. Preferably strips of bamboo, not solid wood, because you will more chances of damage. And preferably you have some liniment. So, because of course the elbow is already made for blunt force, right? The shins, they're very thick, right? As well as the forearms. So they're not as delicate as your hands. So that's why for the hands you have to really take care of that. Okay, and go by the proper level. But for everything else, you can already start with the wood. But again, I would recommend having some form of some medicine, some liniment. Herbal liniment, you can check out my playlists and you can find out more information. I have free playlists on my channel. I show you how to make it as well. A very basic one. What they call Ditta Jiao or Ditta Yao in Chinese. Gotcha. That's surely gonna do damage the more you do it. Well, can you look at my hand? Is there any damage? Are my fingers crooked? This is from a cat. There's nothing here. So you have to understand the method. It's not just blunt force we're hitting. We're not just savagely hitting the stone. No, I just have one of my cats. They birthed a kitten, three kittens, so they're very small and they scratch. There is no Iron Palm professional, but I'm not a fighter if that's what you're asking. This is my passion. I love Kung Fu. I love combat sports in general, or martial arts, I should say. You can message me on one of my videos, or you can private message me on Instagram. I do online lessons for mainly Qigong internal exercises, okay? But if you're curious into Iron Palm training, I can also do that. This is iron palm training. Bone density is just one part of the equation. You have to understand deeper levels. I have playlists on my channel you guys can go check out, especially the Qigong playlist, okay? Because bone density is only one small aspect, I'll say. Bones don't protect your nerves. They don't protect your capillaries, okay? If you actually knew what MMA meant, you wouldn't make that statement. That just shows me your IQ level. Very, very low. Very, very low, my friend. He thinks MMA is UFC. UFC is just the organization, brother. I guess you never heard of conditioning in MMA or boxing. Yeah. Exactly. They think it's a word, not an acronym. Good morning. Thank you guys for the likes. Appreciate it. This is a granite stone. Yes, to condition, yes. Iron palm training. Yeah, you need some therapy, bro. If you want to start iron palm training, I have free playlists on my channel. Go check them out. Beginner friendly. Cheers. I'm glad you feel better after that comment. Maybe you can use that energy to focus on your life. This is just Shaolin iron palm training. You're building your limbs, of course, what you use to punch, wrist stability, and it depends what style you know, because some people only do the palm and the edge of the hand, right? In my system, we do the wrist as well, because this becomes like a knee. This is all bone. If you train it and you round it, right, you can hit with this as well. Okay, so again, this is to make sure you, when you punch something bare knuckle, you don't damage yourself, because a lot of kiddos on here, they may be talking that hype, but they need wrist wraps, okay, and maybe a 12-ounce glove, maybe 4-ounce, and even then they can still fracture their wrist because it'll bend when they punch, okay, and they haven't developed all of this, right? You have a thing called boxer's fracture, right, from your pinky all here, right? So again, this is just a Shaolin skill that is not necessary, at least the advanced levels aren't, but basic conditioning. Okay, you should be able to do knuckle push-ups, and then when you do your knuckle push-ups and you feel good, you can do your knuckle push-ups on bricks, and then you can do your decline knuckle push-ups on bricks and keep advancing. That's it. Why not be strong if you're a martial artist? Why not condition your body? I'm in Canada, Ontario. But I also train online. If you already know how to fight, I can train online to give you some accessories. Because Qigong breathing, okay, breathing meditations, breathing exercises is very important. Any Kung Fu is basically fake. Kickboxing and Muay Thai would murk you. Brother, you don't even know about where Muay Thai comes from, and you have the courage to type. And you have an animal bear for your display picture. Please show me how you look like. Show me your training. I'm not Portuguese, bro. What is that sound? I'm generally asking. This is conditioning. Brother, you haven't trained anything. That's why you're here typing. Focus on your own life. I know your mom didn't give you love, but there is ways to rectify that. Ways to rectify that. People come here and they want to feel better about themselves. Very good. But I'm not a therapist. Okay? And again, for that person, right? I booted him. He's not going to know this, right? Muay Thai comes from Muay Boran, which comes from Hanuman, monkey boxing, which is what monkey kung fu is. How crazy can you be? How ignorant. Muay Thai is a sport version of Muay Boran, which was outlawed for a time. And then they call Muay Boran ineffective. GMOs, what can I say? There's one born every day. He doesn't even know where kickboxing came from. If I ask him, where does kickboxing come from? Mr. Lazarus, I'm glad you feel better after that comment. Maybe your mom can give you a hug now. Mr. Stinky, look at your username. I'm not even going to respond to that. That is a real omen nomen. Yeah. Kickboxing is a combination. Yes, sir. I wouldn't say it's inspired by Muay Thai because the Dutch kickboxers, when they went to Japan, they seen the heavy bag work of the Kyokushin, and they took that back to the Netherlands, right, to Dutchland, and they modified it. And then when you had mans like Ramon Dekkers who came and swept away a lot of the Thai fighters. Okay, not everybody, but he introduced a different fighting style, because at that time Thais didn't really use punches like that, combination punching. Okay, they used a lot of teeps, clinch work, kicks, of course. That was the bread and butter. So back fist doesn't have power. You show me the how you can hit somebody with a back fist if it's not conditioned. That is stupid. If your back fist is probably the most sensitive part of your hand. I did karate since 13. I went to Thailand. Yes, I understand what you mean. I understand, King KO. The Dutch came with the secret weapon, with a monkey wrench. And the Thais had to adapt. And now, guess what? You're seeing the Japanese kickboxers come and sweep away everybody with the Japanese form of kickboxing. Conditioned your shins, that's good. Again, this is part of the whole system of Kung Fu. You need to have your hand, forearms, elbow, shins, even you have your body armor conditioned, your ribs and your stomach, your sternum. Okay, you see boxers now, they have a little wooden stick and they hit, right? Their trainer hits them. That's a hybrid way of training. That's something that they kind of guesstimated, because again, they don't understand about internal damage. Okay, things like your liver, spleen, pancreas being affected. All right. Well, I'm glad you feel better after that comment. You want a hug? Kung Fu could be anything. Okay, if you're a good painter, your Kung Fu is good. Kung Fu just means a diligent work. Yeah. So, whatever it is that you do, they say your Kung Fu is good. No, I'm not a pro fighter. This is what I've been doing for over 13 years because I love it. To become a fighter is a whole different lifestyle. Why are you call using your hands? I don't know what you mean. You have to use some proper grammar. I can't understand that. Cold corpse. Nice, bro. Good to see you. Yeah, last week I was out of town, so I'm not near a gym, but this is where I learned to fight, in gyms, of course. So I have sparring experience. I know what it's like to get punched and to punch people. That's one thing that people want to say kung fu doesn't do. It depends what kind of kung fu you train. Rolling on the shins is just basic sensitivity conditioning. That's not real conditioning. Why do I say it's not real conditioning? Yeah, it hurts, of course, but you need impact. When you get kicked, when you block a kick, let me ask you something. When you block a kick, okay, when you block something here, does the person roll, or is it a strike? Is it an impact? It's an impact. So rolling comes after conditioning, meaning impact training, some type of bamboo or something like that, and then you can roll to even out any kind of bone bumps, okay, any kind of clotting, right, any kind of problems like that. You roll it out to make your bone even. So, but people think rolling is conditioning. Very, very minor, okay, very yeah, it's not deep surface level. I roll my shins just for the pain and to get the knots out. Exactly, the knots. Thank you. That's the word. Okay, you get the knots out. But when you don't have any shin pads and you're blocking a kick, or if you kick something and the person checks you, that's impact. That is impact. And rolling does not simulate that. So again, that's just my take. That's what I've learned. That's my system that I've learned. A lot of people just do it because they see it online. The rolling, I mean. And they feel some pain, of course, so they think they're making progress, which they're not wrong. You're not wrong. But it can be more deeper. That's good. But again, if you start to get black bruising especially, that's damage of your vessels and capillaries, which you need certain liniments for that, because you don't want any kind of dead vessels. Again, if you guys want to know how to start iron palm training, I have free playlists on my channel. Go check out my playlist. Red, purple bruising is normal. That's okay. You can still knot that out. You can still self-massage even the knots out or roll it. But if it's darker, that means, yeah, there's damage to some blood vessels or capillaries, right? So that's going to cause issues down the line. And even stroke, okay? You can have a stroke 4 to 5 years after that if it hasn't healed. Of course, because you have to think about it. You have your blood vessels, okay? And you have your arteries and your finer capillaries. All are responsible in some way or shape to keep your river, right, or aka your blood, the river of life flowing. Okay? When you breathe, your heart pumps in oxygen, pushes it out, oxygen rich blood, and then it has to pull it back into your heart. If there's some type of breakage or stagnation where it can't come up, you understand that that's how a stroke happens or some form of cardiovascular disease. That's good for today. Thank you for the likes, guys. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Check out my playlist when you have some time. You may find it informational. Liniment. Okay, medicine for the hands. Again, if you want to make it, go check out my playlist. If you want to understand more about iron palm in general, check out my playlist. Any questions, anything, I always answer that, okay? Please just give a like. If you can, share. Because it's good information for the real martial artist. This is just an aluminum pole, but it mimics the arnis or kali sticks, right? The wooden sticks. But I have a few variations of them. I like the aluminum. I have an oak one as well. Yeah, it's very good. It's a great tool. Yeah, I have a bow staff here. The only thing is the, what do you call it, the ceiling. But this is oak as well, very heavy, or I should say heavier than the regular one, so it's a good for your wrist as well. You don't take the stick by the tip. No. That is where the system that I learned it from is much different than what you're talking about. What you're talking about is Kali or Arnis, where they hold it from the tip. I don't like it like that, and I'm glad I didn't learn it that way. I don't care about range. We hold it just about here for various reasons actually. Okay, for emergency block. This is a block. Okay, you're not gonna block. You may block like this, but if the angle is off, you have a block. Aside from a block, this also works as a short sword or elbow you can think of, right? So from here, if I strike and I miss, I have this, boom, okay? Or if I strike, I can do this way as well, like an elbow, boom, boom, and then just keep going. So from here I can spin, strike, 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 block, strike, continue. So I understand that yeah, in Philippines especially, they have a different system. Okay, this system that I learned it from is from Southern Shaolin, so it's a bit different, bit different mentality and reasoning. Also, when you hold it like this, you can do an inverted. You've never seen any martial artist hold it by the tip. I don't know where you've been looking, but this is from the Filipinos. They hold it from the tip. Arnis, right? They have their system, but again, when you flip it up, reverse it this way, this becomes also elbow here, or just a straight, or from the side. Okay, so from here we have a wonderful volunteer. Again, you can strike this way, boom. You can strike this way. You can even strike reverse, and then you can strike, of course, straight. Boom. And then I flip it, and then it becomes bump here. So, so many variations. Filipino here, so please, Mr. Jose, tell them about Arnis or Kali, if you know about that. And Mr. Thomas, you can look it up on YouTube. Just go on. Actually, I think I uploaded a documentary on this channel about Arnis or Kali or Eskrima. So you can go check it out how they hold it. Yes, he sure has seen better days. I don't deal with firearms. I don't know if you caught the drift. Show me how you deal with the bow staff. The bow staff is too long. It's from this this ceiling in this space. But I only practice here with the spins because, again, this is an oak staff, so it's very taxing for the wrists and the forearms. So you can use this. Okay, but the bow staff, to do certain moves, I can't because there's too much happening around me, unfortunately. I need a 4 foot. I need a 4-footer. I don't teach stick systems. I don't teach the inner. That's for people that I train online with. I can teach what was the basics for sure. Keep your. Yeah, I know the pink candy isn't good, but again, it's stapled. Okay, it's all closed up, so there's nothing that's really exposed. Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you for today. Thank you for the views and the likes. Check out my playlist if you're interested more. Have a great day.